Hey guys, what's up? This video is an apology going out to Freelee the Banana Girl. And I am making this video because I was asked to make it. I was asked to make it by a charming fellow named Durian Rider. This video is not a joke. I am going to have to say a few words to explain the context and why I'm making the video. But this does contain a sincere apology for Freelee. And, you know, there's no twist at the end of the video. I don't say I'm trolling you at the end. I don't turn it around and say, well, I apologize, but you're a terrible person. I always hate it when people do that in real life. I remember an airline stewardess doing that once. An airline stewardess screaming at my wife, who's now my ex-wife. Airline stewardess like, well, I'm sorry, but, you know. Everyone hates that. So no, this is a real apology video. And I'm making it just because another human being asked me to. There are a lot of sad ironies in this debate going on between myself and Durian Rider. But that's one of them. I mean, these guys don't know me. And if they had reached out and talked to me like a human being at any point, I would have talked to them like a human being. And, you know, it doesn't make me feel weak in any way to apologize to somebody. Maybe just to make them feel better if they're upset. You know, to me, that's a good enough reason to apologize. And, you know, some of you, of course, will laugh at the irony of this. Durian Rider has hurt people's feelings in the past. Sometimes he apologizes, sometimes he doesn't. To give him credit, I can remember him apologizing. Freelee also hurts people's feelings. I don't know. I can't remember seeing an apology video from her, but I'll assume the same. Sometimes she apologizes, sometimes she doesn't. But, you know, that is part of the rough and tumble of the internet. And I am willing to make an apology when asked. You know, making apology videos maybe is something we don't do often enough. Now, for the context of this video, Durian Rider has defamed me, threatened me, and invited others to assault me. Originally, he was saying he wanted other people to beat me up so they could abduct me and take me to the police station. When I responded to that by offering to meet him at the police station, I said, look, if you've actually got criminal charges of me, let's go to the police station and let's see the evidence and let's go to court. Fine, arrest me. I'm not avoiding arrest. And of course, he suddenly lost interest in going to the police or what have you. And, you know, he dropped the pretense of wanting to beat me up in order to take me to the police to face justice or to be arrested. And he then instead switched to just saying he wants to beat me up for the sake of beating me up. I'm going to make a video tonight showing you that correspondence so you can read for yourself. It's not my opinion. You can read exactly what Durian Rider said and exactly what I said in reply. And all of that was actually public. It's not private email, private correspondence, public messages on Facebook. And he refused to speak to me any other way. He refused to meet me face to face, and he refused to talk to me by Skype or what have you. So he chose to just have that conversation with Facebook messages. So normally, when you make an apology, if you want to reassure people that it's real, you just have to say, look, I'm not joking, I'm not being insincere. In this case, I also have to say I'm not making this because I've been threatened or because I feel scared. And that's because Durian Rider has been threatening me with violence. Legally speaking, he's now guilty of defamation, uttering threats, i.e. uttering threats of violence, and inciting violence. And all of those are real crimes. And the defamation, he's defamed me by, he said I was a sexual predator. I think in at least some of the screenshots, he accuses me of being a pedophile. You know, the accusations are outrageous and needless too. I mean, you know, but in the midst of all that, the one thing he said that is not a lie and that is not bullshit is that he said he wanted me to apologize to Freelee. And I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that right now in this video. And as I say, it's sincere. Here it is. Freelee, I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings. You know, I understand. A lot of people make attack videos denouncing me also. People make videos defaming me and insulting me and trying to hurt my feelings. So I don't know. Durian Rider asked me to apologize, not you. But I assume he asked me because he felt that you were upset or you felt insulted or denigrated or you had your feelings hurt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I hurt your feelings. I want to say a few words about what I appreciate about you and what this apology means. I appreciate that you invented something genuinely new on the internet. I think you didn't just change the rules to the game. I think you invented a whole new game. And the reward for that new invention, has been fame and wealth and influence. And I'm happy for you. I'm not jealous at all. You guys like to talk a lot about gratitude, having an attitude of gratitude. For me, it's not gratitude. It's just being happy for others. I'm happy for you that you're successful. To me, there's no conflict there. There's no resentment or what have you. And I believe genuinely that you have done the best you could. I think you're a hardworking person who does the best that you can. I think when you talk about politics, you offer the best political perspective you can. I think when you talk about your personal life, like your past being a waitress, like jobs you had, and you didn't like them, when you talk about your personal, I think you do the best you can. I think when you make a recipe book or a diet book, or when you give exercise advice, I think in all those things, you work hard and you do the best you can. And I respect that. I appreciate that about you. But I hope you also can appreciate that even when you are doing the best you can, it's not going to be good enough for some people. It is good enough for some. I don't know, thousands of people love your work and it's good enough for them. And that's great. I'm happy for you. But there are some people who are going to say this is not good enough, and for whom it's really important that they come on the internet and discuss exactly why. I can remember writing an article about the war between Cambodia and Thailand, a war that was happening at that time, a border dispute, a border conflict between those two countries. And the article I wrote, some people were so passionate about it that, they typed it out again and uploaded it to the internet. It was published in a newspaper, and there were these passionate responses. There were people who really appreciated it so much. It was first written in English and translated in Cambodian. There was a lot of positive response. But when you write about an article, when you write about something political, something important like that, you're not going to please everybody. Some people are going to hate the article or going to hate you. Some conflict is going to come out of it. Some dispute, some discussion. And sometimes that's the most important part of it. So Freelee, I do apologize. I'm sorry that your feelings are hurt. And I appreciate that Durian Rider, even though he's made all these crazy threats against me, even though he's stated all these lies, I appreciate that on some level, he is just a man who wants revenge because he feels his girlfriend was insulted or upset. And on that level, I can sympathize with him. I hope you sympathize with the fact that what I'm doing here on YouTube is really motivated by a desire to see veganism succeed. As a social movement, whatever you want to say, as a philosophy. I'm working hard and contributing in the way I can to the positive future in terms of the ecology, ethics, activism, political organization of veganism. When you look at my videos, I think I've got over 200 videos on this channel. I think if you watch them, I don't think you would hate them all. I think there's a lot of real talk on this channel about, the emotional and personal side of being vegan, of trying to organize activist groups. If you can look past how angry you may feel with me, if you can accept this apology, I think actually there's plenty of material here that you would find value in. And you would recognize that contrary to Durian Rider's accusations, I'm not on steroids, I'm not a shill, I'm not running a scam. I'm just another person who is sincerely trying to promote veganism from his own perspective and in a way that reflects his own skill set. You have a skill set related to fitness and diet, etc. Well, I come out of a political science background, an Asian studies background. I have something to contribute to the present and future of veganism, and it's very different from what you have to contribute. And if you hate my contribution, that's fine. If you disagree with me, that's fine. Sending a gang of people to beat me up is not fine. When your boyfriend insulted me, I wrote back to him respectfully saying, if you want to talk, I'm here to talk. If you really want a fist fight, we can meet in a boxing ring. We can do that. If it's got to be violence, I'm down for that violence too, man. Okay? I was not a coward. I did not evade any of this. All right? And I haven't been cowardly in my criticism that I've offered others. And I haven't been cowardly in receiving criticism either. Okay? You don't have to respect that. I'm not asking you to respect me. I'm giving you this apology just because another human being asked me to. and because it doesn't cost me a thing, I don't feel small or weak or bad in apologizing to another human being just to make them feel good. But you and I both know that right now, what Durian Rider is doing is bad. Morally, ethically, legally. It's bad for you. It's bad for me. It's bad for the future of the vegan movement. And you know, it's even just bad for the people who paid thousands of dollars to come on vacation right now in Thailand. I've met a lot of people here who believed in you guys and who lost faith. It's had a huge emotional impact on them. And one of the many ironies of this situation is I'm not emotionally impacted by it at all. I'm not upset. I'm not hurt. I really came to Chiang Mai just to meet with a couple of people who are already fans of my channel. I've never showed up at any of your events. I've never caused any problems for you. I've never started any kind of a problem. Okay? You want to talk about saving the planet? This ain't the way to do it.